Are we in like a Garden of Eden with food? What's the concept behind this show?
I think it's all too fitting that it's at a gallery called Marvin Gardens, and it happened very organically. A lot of the influence actually comes from my twin daughters. I told you they just turned 3, and I feel like, becoming a mom has definitely like changed me so much, and it's really influenced my work. And I'm just like surrounded by so much like cuteness, like every day. It's overwhelming. And now I find that like the designs of their toys, their books, like their clothes, with imagery of like flowers and rainbows, I'm just surrounded by it. And when I started bringing it into my work, I actually hesitated because the work I was doing before this was a little darker, more abstract and sexual. And I thought, oh my God, like I want to make a sculpture of a rainbow. Like, is that like too cute? Is that corny? But I just let it.
How this work relates to your statement as a feminist artist?
Wow, very like loaded question. It's always hard to talk about feminism, but I feel like it is like so important to me. Like, it's so important to me that I don't even really think about it consciously because it's so ingrained in who I am. And my whole life, I've always just felt like I needed to fight to get to, where I want to be, or I had to always defy stereotypes. Being who I want to be, especially now being a mom, like, my identity has like significantly shifted. And, I find in our society, like women, we're just put in these tight categories. Like, you're either like a virgin or a whore, and then you're a mom. It's like all of a sudden, like, you're supposed to be good, responsible, and saintly. And of course, those are great traits to have, but it doesn't mean that there isn't a side of you that is still wild, still sexual. Right. And so, I've come to terms with the fact that, like, all these things like coexist, and I'm becoming very comfortable with that. I don't feel like I need to abandon my previous self to be the mom, the responsible mom I am now.
I really loved that episode. I read about you when you read that Marina Abramovic said that she had to have abortions because children take away all the creativity from artists, and then you cannot be a mother. Actually Tracy also said that a few times, and you're like, fuck no, I'm here, I am breastfeeding my twins and working. So I thought that was very ballsy.
I felt like I had to say something because I know when I was younger, I had a lot of anxieties about it. I put off having kids because of my career. Like, I was worried about how kids would affect my career, and believe these myths, especially when your role models, your female role models are telling you, like, if you're gonna be serious about your career, like, don't have kids. And that's really unfortunate, which is why, I don't have a problem with people, choosing not to have kids. And, I love Marina Abramovic's work. And it's fine if she wants to talk about how this didn't work for her. But like, I felt that she took an extra step and said, well, in my opinion, this is why women, she was talking very generally, are not further along in the art world because they care about like love and family, like overall, which is ridiculous because what about all the men who have families and kids? Like Jeff Koons has what, like 5 or 6 kids?
Like 7,
yeah. But like no one ever talks about the fact that he has kids, and it's like the kids hold back the women.
I just think that it's not necessarily just for artists. It's a very blanket statement that extends to a lot of different women and different careers. Oh well, we are not really going to give her a promotion because she's pregnant, or because she is thinking about getting pregnant. And I also believe that the unfortunate thing, and I've had this same statement said a couple of times to other people, is that feminism is never going to work because women are too mean to each other. And the fact that she said that, it's already trashing all of us. How do we make feminism work? It's really by women supporting each other in a much more positive way than what it has been.
I had like plenty of like trolls, like write mean comments under my breastfeeding picture, but then I also had a ton of women, more women than not, support me. And I feel like even in recent years, I've been meeting a lot of great women in the art world, a lot of great women artists, and there are always the people who are mean, who are jealous, but it's also a product of our society and our ways, and you feel like you need to compete, or maybe there's only like a little piece of the pie that not every like woman or any like minority like can share, but it doesn't have to be that way. And I think you're right. I think the way we're going to change these things is is to support one another.
One of the pictures that I saw of your work that I love the most was you on top of a pickle or whatever that was.
I can show it to you. Yeah.
I adored it, but it was so irreverent, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like you're riding a penis, and it's so giant, and you are like so strong and secure of yourself on top of that pickle. But also the scar is so amazing. I was like, what happened to her? Is this like after? No, because you were pregnant. So I was like, is she's pregnant with the pickle and she has a scar? What? Okay, so how did that all come?
So I had fibroid surgery, so that's why I had a scar.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did end up having a C-section when I had my twins. So
but that was after,
Yeah. I don't know if it's something that I would hang in my home, but I'm happy that I did it.
I think it's an extraordinary souvenir for your girls to see that. I think. I really respect what you did, and kudos to you.